Juliet Chinelo, your passionate advocate for medical malpractice, negligent exploitation, and informed consent breach. You are welcome to Pharmabita. So in today's video, we are going to be choking our mouth into the recent happening, the sudden death of a rising music star in Nigeria, Mohbad. So in Famabita here, we are going to be approaching it differently. I'm not going to be talking about the drama between him, his record label, and a whole lot of that. I am going to be addressing what happened in the hospital and the whole issue revolving around what happened in the hospital, how it should have happened differently, and the lesson for all of us to take home. So before I proceed down the line of the scenario that happened in the hospital, I would like to walk you guys a few things in the interview, what his dad said, and information I gathered on what would have contributed to his death if it wasn't as a result of the injury he sustained from allegedly beaten from gangs and a whole lot of that. So let's watch what his dad said in an interview regarding his possible involvement with drugs.
Really, this guy is from the Mali. You know, people know Mali, people know that I can do this. I can't defend that. I didn't know that he had something like that. But whenever I've seen him, I used to correct him. This is Mali, it's a critical, and he listened to me. Even the day that even with Noah issue, I can tell you that my son was properly okay. Just that one day, I entered his house, prayed for him, and he said that he wants to reach somewhere. That's all I know about. So, on his way.
And also his dad came with normal Nigeria Christian exclamation like, God give it, God take it. Do you agree with him on that?
These days now when we go to school, I'm not really know exactly what happened because I wasn't there. But I believe that it's God that gives and God that takes.
Should we give this family privacy to mourn and just bury their child without running investigation if that's what they want to do? Or should we carry on making it our own fight? To me, what I think that even the Bible, most of us Christians, yeah, you would agree with me that sometimes that there's a passion in the Bible that says, and the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. And this is in Matthew 11:12. So if we continually say things like God gives life, God takes it, when mistakes, negligence, or things that we should have taken care of leads to someone losing his or her life, so that means this will be a continual thing happening in our society. To me, I feel this would get to the very end because it would address a whole lot of things, give justice for late Mohbad, and at the same time address a whole lot of issues in our society, the social aspect of it, the gang, the security, and also in our healthcare system is going to open up a whole lot of things, so that when Pharmabita tell you that the decision and everything that happens to your life when you walk into any healthcare system, you should be the one making that final decision. When the healthcare professionals, especially the doctor, who are often at the helm of the affair, present you with the medical procedures or the decisions that they feel that is appropriate for you. And also you should be the one making the decision, since our regulatory bodies, that is the Medical Association of Nigeria, the Nursing Council, the pharmacy, and a whole lot of all the healthcare professional regulatory bodies, they have, and so you have to do that second check for yourself, that you have to make sure that the person you are calling a doctor is actually a doctor, and the person you are calling a nurse is actually a registered nurse, and the pharmacy outlet where you go to buy your medication is actually a pharmacy and not a self-ascribed doctor, nurse, pharmacist, and things like that. So Farmabida's interest is to address what happened, how he died, the hospital he was rushed to, what medication he was given, who administered the medication to him. Is he a registered nurse? Is he an auxiliary nurse? Is he an enrolled nurse? Who prescribed the medication? Is the doctor licensed? And the hospital where he was receiving this treatment, is the hospital licensed and registered? So why we'll still wait for the police to conclude their investigation and bring the name of the facility and the healthcare professionals involved to limelight, I would walk you around on how to guide yourself and not fall victim of any sort of medical malpractice, negligence, exploitation, and also be in charge of any decision you are making regarding your health. As you know, this life is just one, and once you lose it, then it's gone. So let's carry on. So from the information I gathered, people are not really sure that the nurse that administered the medication to him is a registered nurse, and also whether the doctor prescribed the medication. All those bits and pieces are still unknown, and until the investigation is concluded, we still do not know the name of the hospital. But also allegedly people are thinking that he could have the case of blood pressure, that he often has had an emergency need to be admitted off and on because of it. So until all that get back to us, of which I believe it will be pretty soon, as the whole nation, the government is interested in this case, that everything will come to limelight when the autopsy results comes out. So until then, try and be in charge of your health and look after yourself while you wait for the autopsy results to know if it was a wrong drug, or it was an unprofessional administration, or if it was a wrong prescription, or if it was from an ongoing medical condition, or from an injury he sustained from the gangs. So until then, I still remain your one and only pharmacist, Julia Chinelo from Pharmabita. And if you're interested in this kind of content that I share with you on how to be fully in charge of decisions regarding your health, giving you health tips, and a whole lot of that, do not go away without giving me thumb up and subscribing to this channel.